more day. More like one more day. Yeah, I like when you have these events that are really good, but then they lead to another event that's really shit. Like, for example, Civil War and House of M were good, but Civil War leads to Spider-Man One More Day that was shit.
That you have out after that. What's the
Flashpoint was really good, but then it leads to New 52.
That's
trash. I thought about something. Here's the thing. I always hated that they brought back Barry as the Flash.
Yeah.
Because what the entire point was that he was an upstanding superhero, and then he died in the line of duty, and then he was replaced by Wally. But Wally saw how ungrateful the life of a superhero was, and went, "Man, nigga, fuck this shit. I'm gonna be the most terrible superhero. I don't care." And then he learned to become his own superhero and became a better man. And had a family and a wife, you know, everything. And here's my version. We could still have the only thing I think most writers don't know what to do with Barry anyway, and they just give him the personality of Wally but the job of Barry. So what you could do is keep Barry dead.
Yeah.
Hypothetical scenario, trademark Nero. Keep Barry dead and have Flashpoint, but have Reverse Flash come back and say, "Yo, where the fuck is Barry? Barry's supposed to be my op. Who the fuck is Wally?" So he would try to change the timeline, but not too drastically. He can't to not erase himself. So he would try to make Wally paranoid, the same way he did Barry, so Wally would go back in time like Barry, but instead of saving his mom, he would save Wally from Barry from dying in Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Technically, I don't think it can do that, because if it does, he should be dead, right? Because his life is...
No, because his life is tied to the fact he can't kill Barry. But if Barry comes back to life, that doesn't matter. Barry just needs to exist at some point and become the Flash, and be a hero, so that Thorne can look at him and say, "I want to be the Flash too."
Okay. So even if he dies, he gonna still live in the time that he does live.
Yeah, he just needs to make sure that Barry becomes the Flash for long enough to inspire him in the future. If he doesn't do that, he doesn't become Reverse Flash or doesn't exist at all.
Yeah. Still, the bullet in his head in Flashpoint was the best thing ever.
And then have Wally go back to the past, resurrect. Wally goes back to the past and resurrects Barry, but by doing that, he creates a ripple effect that changes a lot of things.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So now you could have Flashpoint again, but you can change some details just so it's not the same story again. So Superman could be raised by the Kent, but the government finds out about him, and they tell him, "Oh, we know we can't kill you, but we can kill your fucking adoptive parents, so you're gonna listen to us, or we're just gonna heist the fools." So now he works for the government, but goes, at the end of the story, would turn against them and go, "Yo, I hate working for them, it's just for the Kents. I like the Kents because they're my parents." So you could have Batman die, but it wouldn't be his dad being Batman, Thomas Wayne. It would be Dick Grayson.
But why?
It could be Batman, then die near the halfway point of his career and be replaced by Dick Grayson.
Yeah, like instead of instead of the Red Hood dying, what's his name?
Jason Todd.
Instead of Jason Todd dying, he saved Jason Todd, but he died, so Jason Todd became the Batman instead. And Jason Todd is a tougher Batman than he is, because he is tough on crime, I guess.
Oh yeah, you could have that. Yeah, you could have that. Dick Grayson could still be Nightwing, and you could have him butt heads with Jason because he's too rough. Even Dick thinks that he's too rough as Batman.
Yeah.
And you could have Aquaman. His wife Mera could die by being, I don't know, bombed by a U.S. submarine, and then Wonder Woman would slide in his DMs after his wife dies, and then they could team up to try to destroy the world.
Everything that we're saying is a better Flashpoint than the movie that they made by DC.
Yeah, and then Wally would lose his powers, but not because Reverse Flash is siphoning the Speed Force, but because after Flashpoint, his past version of him would look at Barry dying and go, "Yo, the Speed Force is dangerous," and he would, lock himself just by.
Yeah, mentally.
Yeah, mentally would lock himself, and then at the end of the movie or halfway point, he would just unlock his superpowers again, and then battle the Reverse Flash, and then he'd have to make the tough decision.
What's the no? It's not superior stuff. Like when he comes back from the future, when he fuck, I have the.
And then Cyborg
Yeah.
could actually have a good haircut. You know what I liked about Cyborg in the
What?
Justice League movie? When they show him with like a helmet, you could have him have a normal human head, maybe just a little bit of cyborg eye, and then when he fights, he put on the helmet just to not get clapped immediately.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That
Yeah,
makes
because
sense.
that's the thing that makes really sense. Because one thing that I did not understand is why Cyborg left his face that's human out.
Exposed.
Like just someone can just hit it and you
Have his face be human except for his eye. Have him have like a left arm and right leg be cyborg. Maybe a couple of organs, and then the rest could just be armor.
It's like what was it? It's like just like Doom when not Doom.
Doom Patrol.
No, where it was taken and put in a wall. Where
Oh yeah,
Stan
that
was.
yeah.
I forget the name of the.
Yeah, Justice League Apocalypse War.
Yeah, Apocalypse War. When he put him in the wall and was like, yeah, you're just gonna stay here.
Yeah.
And you're gonna work from here, me, because, yeah.
Me, nigga, me. Dark side, nigga.